Ever have that feeling you're safe, but you're also kind of stuck? You know what I mean, right? Everything's okay, it's predictable, it's fine. But deep down, there's this little voice whispering, is this it? Is fine really all there is? So that's exactly what we're going to dive into. We're talking about two huge mindsets, the comfort zone versus the growth zone. We're going to look at why staying safe is very likely holding you back. We'll break down that magnetic pull of the comfort zone, and then, the exciting part, we'll uncover the incredible power that's just waiting for you in the growth zone. You know, we're all drawn to comfort. And let's be clear, that's not a weakness, not at all. It's just human nature. Our brains are literally wired to save energy and steer clear of risk. Comfort is just efficient, right? It's that well-worn path, your favorite coffee shop, the job you could do in your sleep. It feels good because, well, it feels safe. And that right there gets to the heart of it. The big appeal? Low levels of anxiety and stress. I mean, who doesn't want that? That feeling? That's the reward. It's what keeps us coming back for more. The comfort zone is basically a space where we feel like we know what we're doing, we're in control, because there are no surprises. So how do you know if you're maybe a little too comfortable? Well, take a look at this list. Do any of these ring a bell? Consistently avoiding new risks, making excuses for why you haven't started something, feeling kind of bored or uninspired, procrastinating on your big goals. If you're nodding along to any of these, that's probably the voice of your comfort zone. It's trying to keep you safe, yeah, but it's also keeping you stuck. And here's the huge paradox, isn't it? The one place that feels so safe is also the one place where absolutely nothing new can grow. Think of it like a perfectly manicured garden where no new seeds are ever planted. It might look nice for a while, but eventually it's just static. Nothing changes. So if that's the problem, where does the real growth actually happen? Well, let me introduce you to the growth zone. And no, it's not some terrifying, chaotic place. It's a space of intentional challenge and discovery. This is where we want to be. And I want you to pay close attention to that key phrase, just outside your comfort zone. We are not talking about jumping off a cliff here. It's more like stepping off the curb. It's that sweet spot where the challenge is just high enough that you have to pay attention. You have to learn something new to handle it. This chart just lays it all out so perfectly. The core difference, it's all about the mindset shift. It's not about the outside world changing, it's about your internal conversation. Comfort zone thinking is all, what if I fail? But growth zone thinking flips that on its head and asks, okay, what can I learn from this? One sees a lull, the other sees a stepping stone. Okay, but let's be real for a second. Stepping out of your comfort zone, it feels scary, right? I mean, that's the big hurdle for pretty much everyone. The very idea of leaving that safe, cozy spot can kick up some serious anxiety. That's totally normal, by the way. It's just your brain's alarm system going off, even when there's no real danger. Yeah, it absolutely creates discomfort and anxiety, but here's a game-changing thought. What if that feeling isn't your enemy? We're so trained to think anxiety is a stop sign, a signal to retreat back to safety. But what if it's actually a compass? What if it's pointing you exactly where you need to go? And this isn't just a nice idea. Experts back this up. I love this quote from Brian Tracy. You can only grow if you are willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. That awkward, clumsy feeling, that's not a sign you're doing it wrong. It's the price of admission. It's the sign you're doing it right. So here's the reframe. That anxiety you feel, that's not fear. That is the feeling of your world expanding. It's literally the sound of growth. So next time you feel that little flutter in your stomach, try this. Don't call it anxiety. Call it expansion. That's the feeling of your brain building new pathways. It's the soundtrack to you getting better. All right, so the crucial point is, how do you actually do this? We get the why. We know growth happens outside our comfort zone, but that's all theory. How do we make the leap in real life without totally freaking out? Okay, let's make this super practical. Here are 4 simple steps into your growth zone. And look, we're not talking about anything massive here. It's all about small, easy wins. First, just do one tiny thing differently. Take a new route on your walk. Second, learn a tiny new skill this week, like watch a 5-minute YouTube tutorial on something. Third, say yes to a small opportunity you'd normally say no to. And fourth, share one idea you've been holding back. See, none of these are scary, but they all count. And that's the secret. The goal isn't some giant, terrifying leap. It's all about taking one small, courageous step. You're not trying to transform your entire life by tomorrow. You're just building a muscle. Each little step creates momentum, and it makes the next one just a little bit easier. And here's something really important to remember. Your comfort zone will always be there. You can always go back. This isn't about abandoning safety forever. It's your home base, where you can rest and recharge. The real magic is knowing that your potential, all that amazing stuff you're capable of, is just waiting for you right outside the door. So, I want to leave you with this question. What's one small step you'll take today? Not next week, not when you feel ready, today. What's one tiny, slightly uncomfortable, but totally doable thing you can do to step out of your comfort zone? Just one thing. Think about it for a second, and then go do it.